to the next lesson. In the previous lesson, we discussed about stable coin. So here we discuss about Bitcoin. A lot of people doesn't know how Bitcoin work. Although they know Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency and it's rising in value and people are making money out of it, but they don't understand how Bitcoin works. You know, the whole thing it looks like it still looks confusing. So in this lesson, we discuss everything you need to know about Bitcoin and how this thing works. Right? We get to understand the technology, the system. We get to know everything about Bitcoin. So Bitcoin literally is a digital currency that was created in January 2009. Bitcoin offers the promise of lower transaction fee than traditional online payments mechanism, and unlike government-issued currency, it is operated by a decentralized authority. So the motivating factor why Bitcoin was created was because it was created to lower transaction fees of online payments, right? So which if you do transaction using traditional payment system, you will find that the more the volume of the transaction increase, the more you incur a high fee on that transaction. So because of this, Bitcoin was created. I've discussed about this when we in the previous lesson. So I'm trying to refresh your memory on that. So the next thing we have to look is to understanding Bitcoin. So to understand what Bitcoin is, the first thing we have to discuss about, if you want to understand Bitcoin, is to understand the system, how the system works. So Bitcoin system is a collection of computers, also referred to as nodes or miners, that all run Bitcoin code and store its blockchain. Right? So Bitcoin, because all the computers running the blockchain has the same list of blocks and transactions, and can transparently see this new block being filled with new Bitcoin transaction, no one can cheat the system. So Bitcoin system, you cannot cheat it. It's a blockchain that runs on decentralized nodes. What this means is that, you know, in a normal centralized server is located in one place, but then the source code will be installed in the server, right? And the system will be running through that one server. But unlike Bitcoin runs on different servers across the globe. There is a Bitcoin node in Nigeria. There is in India. You can set up your Bitcoin node, right? So, and when you set up your Bitcoin node, then you integrate it into Bitcoin ecosystem, and it becomes that your node serves as a Bitcoin server. And this is why I say that decentralized or distributed ledger technology, which is known as blockchain, have no single point of failure. That means, as Bitcoin is, you cannot just wake up and you heard that Bitcoin server is shut down. No one can shut Bitcoin server. How can for you to shut Bitcoin server down, then you have to shut the server, the thousands of servers in China, the thousands of servers in India. So they have no single point of failure. That's what I'm trying to say. So after that, the next thing we will look at in order to have a better understanding of Bitcoin, of what Bitcoin is the balance of Bitcoin tokens. The balance of Bitcoin tokens. You know, this is a payment. It's a payment. Okay, let me say it's a currency. So, how the balance of the Bitcoin token are kept using public and private keys. I have discussed what public and private keys. I have defined what public and private keys is in the previous lesson. So, if you haven't gone through the lesson, you can go to my YouTube channel and then search on features of cryptocurrency. On that lesson, I explain what public key and private key is. But literally, a public key is like your bank account, your normal bank account, which serves as an address, where people can send money to you. So that is what on a literary view, in a simple term, a public key is like your bank account, right? So these public keys and private keys are long strings of numbers and letters linked to mathematical encryption algorithm that was used to create them. The public keys is comparable to a bank account number that serves as address, which is published to the world and which others may send bitcoins to. So that's in essence, what I'm trying to say is that the balance of Bitcoin is managed through public keys and private keys, right? So the next thing we look in order to understand Bitcoin is Bitcoin mining. I know that you have heard about Bitcoin mining a lot, and a lot is going on around Bitcoin mining, and I have discussed a little about Bitcoin mining, and I will discuss more about the technicalities of Bitcoin mining when I will be talking about the ways to earn cryptocurrency. But now I will just limit it to Bitcoin. I will not go into details about Bitcoin mining. So Bitcoin mining, in essence, is the process by which Bitcoins are released into circulation. Basically, mining requires the solving of mathematical or difficult puzzles in order to discover a new block which is added to blockchain. So that's basically what mining is. Let me explain in a literal form. Mining is just confirmation of transaction on the block. So what the miners do is to confirm transaction on the block. So I will discuss more on that. I will discuss more about mining, even how you can set your own mining link when I will be discussing about how to earn cryptocurrency. So now let's move to the next factor you need to know in order to understand how Bitcoin works, and that is Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance is the ratio between the market cap of Bitcoin to the rest of cryptocurrency markets. The Bitcoin matrix. Now, Bitcoin have a market capitalization of 1.something trillion. That's a whole lot of money, and a supply cap of 18 point something million. That is the total supply cap of Bitcoin is 18 million. Then the volume as of time I'm making this video, the volume is $62.4 billion. That's a lot of money. So back to Bitcoin dominance, measuring Bitcoin dominance. So significance of Bitcoin dominance. The most well known way to measure Bitcoin dominance over other cryptocurrencies is calculating the relative market capitalization. So if you want to measure Bitcoin dominance, the way you have to do is to calculate the relative market capitalization. That is comparing the total supply of circulating tokens multiplied by current price. That is how you get Bitcoin dominance. So what is the significance of Bitcoin dominance? Because when you start doing trading, especially when we're going to discuss about fundamental analysis, we will come back to this Bitcoin dominance. So there's one metric. What you have to understand that there's one metric that many crypto traders keep a close eye on, and it is Bitcoin dominance. To a certain degree, this metric predicts how market will perform or behave within a given period. Right? So most times when Bitcoin dominance is falling, one of the implications is that there will be a likely an auto season. Likely, that might underline the word likely, sometimes it doesn't happen. As a trader, looking at the Bitcoin dominance will help you plan your investment and how to allocate your capital. When Bitcoin dominance is increasing, this points that there is an increased interest around Bitcoin. Likely it may pump. So when you see Bitcoin dominance rating, I will explain how you can get this rating. What it means is that there are likely Bitcoin might pump. So when you are doing chart analysis, technical analysis, and you find that Bitcoin dominance is increasing, it means maybe if the trend is in consolidation or sideways trend, and you see that Bitcoin dominance is increasing, there is possibility of breakout happening. Likewise, when Bitcoin dominance is decreasing, that likely, this implies that likely crypto market may experience an auto season. It is just important that you don't put all your eggs in one basket and rely on other form of analysis as well. So this Bitcoin dominance is not it's not you don't just rely on it. It's just a part of the puzzle, a part of the piece that you can use to make informed prediction about trading. You can know the current Bitcoin dominance on CoinCap, right? So if you want to know about Bitcoin dominance, you can go to CoinCap, coinmarketcap.com to get to know about Bitcoin dominance. So if you want to know about Bitcoin dominance, you can go to CoinMarketCap. So in CoinMarketCap, you will see, but don't worry, I will do a walkthrough of CoinMarketCap.com, so you will know where to find the Bitcoin dominance rating on the CoinMarketCap. So this is where we end our discussion on Bitcoin. So I hope you have learned something about Bitcoin. If you have any question, you can comment on below of this, or you can comment on below. I will answer you. I will attend to the question, or you can link me up on Twitter, and I will drop I will drop my Twitter handle at my Twitter handle is at Ray Mr. Shino, So you can contact me on Twitter and ask me any question pertaining about Bitcoin and what maybe if you are having some confusion about Bitcoin. So that's it. And if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, I think you'll have to do it right now. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then you on our notification so that whenever I post a new video, you'll be first to get it. So thank you. In the next lesson, we will discuss about altcoin. You have heard about altcoin.